This is the 2025 Audi RS6 Avant Performance. Is it worth every penny? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're back at Audi of Shreveport to bring you something a little bit different. You don't see a lot of station wagons out there, and definitely not some that are going to leave all of the other people, soccer moms or whatever they are, on the road in the dust. Yes, I don't mean to stereotype and say only soccer moms drive this. So before anybody in the comment section says something, it's just a joke. Don't take it too seriously. If you want to maybe buy this, if you're a soccer mom or not, check out the link down in the description of the video to the Audi of Shreveport website. Tell whoever you talk to that Tom from Vehicle Visionary sent you. And we'll give you a quick walk around look at this RS6 Avant. Avant meaning that it's the station wagon, in case you didn't know. But I have to say, I really like the look. It looks so aggressive with the overall body lines. And obviously you don't see a lot of station wagons in this day and age. Basically, it's just a car version of an SUV. But considering the fact that there was a time when station wagons were a huge presence on the road, it's actually pretty cool to see this available. And I want to stop right here and talk about the headlights, because everything is LED. And you'll notice the effect going on here with the lights. That does not have anything to do with my camera. That is actually, the turn signal indicator is actually in motion, basically. And depending on which direction you look at it from, that could look like piano keys or French fries. I'm not sure exactly which one. When the turn signal indicator is on, it kind of looks like French fries. Not an insult to Audi, by the way. But everything is full LED headlights, daytime running lights, and turn signal indicators. I really like that overall design as far as that goes. Nice large grille with our Audi logo. Everything is in gloss black here, but I think it works, especially against this exterior color. Overall, very racy looking. Going to be Quattro all-wheel drive, and we're going to give you a good look at the tire and wheel setup here. 285 on the tread width. We're going to have a 30 series sidewall, and check out the design. This is a very unique design as far as the overall finish on these 22-inch wheels. And I think that really helps the red brake calipers to stand out. A very aggressive look, that's for sure, especially sitting nice and low to the ground. As we work our way up, we're gonna have more gloss black with our mirror caps. Now, I don't have it turned on this side, but you do have the turn signal indicator built in. These are heated, power adjustable, and power folding side view mirrors. You do have the blind spot monitoring built in. I'm going to show this to you in action later on, but it's actually right here on the inside of the mirror. Hopefully you can see the indicator right there. We'll give you the best view that we can, but later on we'll show that to you when it's actually illuminated. Up top, we're going to have our roof rails right here. So a front and rear sunroof. It's not really a true panoramic sunroof because there is a split right here, but it still gets the job done. And I like that we have the overall lines here with our windows, with everything that we have, door pillars, all that stuff. It's going to look really nice. It looks really racy, that's for sure. We finished that off here on the rear with a kind of a unique look with the shark fin antenna. That's going to be the body color on that. And then we have our rear roof spoiler right here that just, I like how it looks like this vehicle's already in motion. Not only with that, but the angle of the rear window. You do have your rear window wiper right here. And again, LED lighting with our tail lights. Very nice look. We've got a similar pattern here to what we saw with our daytime running lights and turn signal indicators on the front. Audi logo right here with this gloss black. It definitely stands out nicely against this color. There's your RS6 logo. And when we come down here to the exhaust, I hope Austin can get the right view. It might be a little tricky to do. This whole area here is actually just the outlet. The exhaust itself is further inside, and it almost looks like you could reach in there and change the angle, almost like an air conditioning vent. And no matter who you are, if you buy this exact RS6 with all this performance under the hood, you have a sleeper in a big way. I don't think anyone is gonna expect this thing to walk away from them the way that it would. And why is that? Because under the hood is the bi-turbo 4-liter V8, 621 horsepower, 627 pounds-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And how about your MPGs? 14 city, 21 highway, 17 combined, 5.9 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. I know if I was driving this on a daily basis, you could probably cut those numbers in half. And something I like to share that you don't get in a lot of these car review videos is the gas tank size. It's 19.3 gallons in size. You don't have capless fuel fill. And just for peace of mind, for those who might want to know, when you lock the interior, you also lock the gas door. Speaking of that, there is your remote. Give you a quick look at that and have your RS logo on the back. Nice, light, sturdy remote, easy to deal with. That's always a good thing. And there are multiple ways to open the rear cargo area, including the remote. There's a button on the tailgate itself and a button in the interior. And a lot of space here. You have your rear cargo cover right here, which is removable. So if you need to deal with that, you can. I'm not going to put that in place right now, but just to show you what's there. Now, something that I like here, if you want to maximize your cargo space, you have a release right here. There's also one on the other side. So here's what happens when I pull on those. The seat is going to go down. I'm going to let Austin pull on his real quick over there so that we can maximize both sides for you. Plenty of cargo space in the interior. I do like the fact that the cargo cover is removable. And let's look down here real quick just to show you some of the space that's available in case you're curious to see. And I like the design of the LED cargo lighting back here. There's plenty of it. It's nice and bright. And I just like that it's not your typical little square light like you see in pretty much every other vehicle on the road. And let's talk about what your rear seat passengers are going to find. We'll start with the door panel over there. We've got some nice silver trim. I like that. You do have the manual shade that can be put in place. We're showing you that on the screen right now. So it's not power, but that's okay. It works. Plenty of room with the armrest. It's nice and comfortable. We also have that red contrast stitching right there that I really like. And then a nice large door bin. Now, as it works back here with these seats, I like the design and the pattern that we have. They are also very comfortable. We have our RS logo right here in the seat backs. That's always nice to see. Have that in the front as well. And then we'll have our fold down armrest right here with the cup holders built in. Normally that would be that way, and then you would just push on that to open it up. That definitely works. You also have a little bit of space inside, a small amount of storage space. Nice to see that being made use of. We'll also have the rear seat pockets, more of the net style material right there, but it is available to use for storage. And then we're going to have our air conditioning controls right here for fan speed and for your temperature, and two air conditioning vents here, not only on the rear of the center console, but also on the door pillars. So a total of 4 back here. That means everybody is going to be nice and comfortable. Plenty of airflow. This is not an enormous interior as far as the front and rear seats goes, so everybody is going to be very comfortable with a lot of airflow. We'll also have some connectivity down here, a couple of a couple of USB power outlets. I was getting ahead of myself there, and one 12 volt. And here is a better look at those split sunroofs we talked about. You've got the rear sunroof back here that's nice and large. There is your power shade that can be drawn back and forth if desired. We also have the same thing with the front seat area. What about the sticker price? Here at Audi of Shreveport, $134,745. Here's what you have when we close the shade right there for the sunroof. We have that closed on the front and rear. They both look the same. Let's see what you get on the door panel over there. Plenty of space with the armrest. The silver trim definitely helps to balance things out. I like that as opposed to too much piano black. We do have a little bit here in the interior, but not too much. A nice large armrest, plenty of room there, and a large door bin. In fact, larger than what we had in the rear seating area. And right in front of Austin right there, you can definitely see the piano black finish, or what some people call a gloss black finish. And as far as the glove box goes, let's see if we can get that taken care of and show you what's there. We'll open that up. You've got the felt material right here that feels good and comfortable, so when you reach in there to get your gloves, it's a nice experience. And I'm going to grab the camera real fast and show you what's going on over here. Now, we do have seat memory on the driver's side, a couple of different settings where that's concerned. And you also have a very large storage area right there. I can't really reach all the way in there at this moment because I'm holding the camera, but it's actually fairly deep in that area. Here's where you control your lights. You can turn those on and off. You will also find all of your controls for your windows. You can lock everything as far as your door locks go and all that. Here's where you lock and unlock the doors themselves right here. But you will actually lock the doors, child safety locks basically, with all of that. And your power windows. And here's something else. I told you earlier about here's where you're going to adjust your side view mirrors. But when I turn it all the way back, here's what happens. I told you those are power folding side view mirrors. That is definitely a good thing. And I wanted to show you, as I promised earlier in the video I would, the blind spot indicator. So that's going to come on in just a second. It's going to be the orange light. I say just a second. It takes a few seconds apparently. There it is. Not right on cue, but it definitely came on. But that's where it's located in case you were curious about that. Here are our steering wheel mounted controls. I think you know what all is here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. We do have a paddle shifters right here for gearing up and gearing down through the 8-speed automatic transmission. Everything for controlling your front and rear window wipers as far as that goes. And then over here on the left-hand side, we'll have the control for our turn signal indicators. Some of you are saying, what is that? I've never heard of it before. Does my vehicle have it? Well, try it. If you push it into the up position like that, you'll have that arrow dinging to the, or blinking, I should say, to the right. And when you put it into the down position, it does that to the left. And believe it or not, it corresponds with the blinkers on the exterior of your vehicle and lets people know what you're doing when you're driving down the road. I know it's a novel thing to do, right? But try it. I promise it won't hurt you. Here's where you turn your cruise control on and off. Can't really say anything sarcastic or funny about that. I do like the look of our instrument cluster, and I can push view right here. What does that do? That changes the view. But you do have built-in navigation if you want to have that up there. You don't have to, but you can. So for those of you who are wanting to know if there's navigation built into the vehicle, you know that it is. In fact, we're going to go right here to the main area where people typically ask about that, which is going to be the infotainment screen. And it doesn't have to just be down there in the center. You can obviously enlarge that. As you can see, you can wirelessly pair your smartphone. And you've got all of your different options right here that you can go through. So many different things. I'm not going to go through everything, but you can see vehicle right here. If I can select that, there we go. We'll let that come up. And you can see the different options as far as different information you can go through and things you can change. You even have your second page right here, so you can scroll back and forth through all of that. I'm going to go into reverse and show you our backup camera. There is that. We have the overhead view. That's always nice to have multiple views on and around the vehicle so we can look from literally every angle possible depending on where we want to see. That's always nice to have. And we can go out of that by pushing the button right here. So if you want to have that come up without going into reverse, you can push the button right there, and there you can see that it's back on the screen. There's our front camera view. So you have a couple of different views that make it so easy to find out what's going on around you from literally every angle that you need to see from. And you can see what else is here as far as our different options and functions go. If you need to go in and manage your users, you can do that. Well, not what I just did right there, but do that. There we go. Easy to deal with. You can use the hunt and peck method and find everything you need here. It's simple to deal with, simple to use. I like that. Definitely a simple system, but it has a nice modern look to it. Now you will have a screen down here for managing everything to do with the air conditioning. You also have heated seats for the driver and the passenger. You also have ventilated seats, which I like to have, especially during the summer around here in Northwest Louisiana. You can sync those sides together. You can see what all you can change there. That's pretty simple to deal with. And if you're wanting to turn the auto stop start on or off, here is where you do that, right there. So that way it's on right now, and when you have that red line across up there, that means that it's turned off. Very easy to deal with. And how about our driving modes? We have multiple driving modes that we can go through. We'll go through up here. We have comfort, we have auto, and we have dynamic down there, which is where it started. But you can see what all is here as far as that goes. We can raise and lower the vehicle if we need to, depending on where we want our height to be. There's a lot of great options here that you can use to customize things however you want to. Here's where you turn the engine on and off, your start-stop button for the engine, not to be confused with the auto stop start. And over there on the right-hand side, something that's maybe a little bit more old school, but it's good to have it here, good for it to be here, the knob for the radio to turn that off and on or to change the volume. The shifter fits in my hand perfectly. I like the way that's designed. There's a button on the left-hand side. All I have to do is hold that button down that I can go into reverse, I can go into drive, all of that. We push the button right there to go back into park. And here is our power parking brake right here. Pretty easy to deal with. You have a 12-volt power outlet right there in between the two cup holders. There is some piano black finish here, so we won't play the piano on that so we don't fingerprint it up. The center console lid can be used as an armrest, and you can adjust the power seat for the driver or the passenger to compensate for that. They are power adjustable and have lumbar support. And there is your wireless phone charger. If you're wondering about where that is located, we have a light in here as well, and in the back, couple of USB options. And we'll work our way up to the upper console up there just to show you what's going on with all of that. So if you're wondering what is up there, that is what we're going to have. Now, this is how we control the shade for the back rear sunroof. This is how we control the shade for the front sunroof. All right, here we go. I think this is my very first video I have ever done in a true station wagon, and that's why you're hearing all the noise you're hearing, everything hitting the fender wells, because we're so low to the ground. But it goes with the territory. There's a lot of debris and junk on the road, but I'll tell you what, this is definitely fun to drive. Very, very tight steering, very precise, something that you would not be surprised at with an Audi. The brake pedal and the gas pedal seem to be very easy to manage, and you're not really getting a lot of noise here into the interior. So I'm going to make a minor change to that, and we're going to go into dynamic mode, and I'm going to turn auto stop start off. All right, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Sound better? Let's see. Is that like any station wagon you've ever been in before, Austin?
No.
Of course, I don't. Have you ever been in a station wagon before?
No.
Well, I guess the answer is no, and both answers, but both questions. It's fun, that's for sure. Not something you might expect, but the thing I like here is that for those who might say, yo, Tom, I really don't want an SUV, but I sure can go for that extra cargo space that a smaller SUV would provide. Well, this is basically what you're going to have here with this Avant version of the RS6, because it's just a station wagon that's much lower, or excuse me, an SUV, let's get that correct, that's much lower to the ground. Overall, it's very practical, is what I like as well. So if you've got family to go on a road trip and you need some extra space for cargo, you have that. We're going to make a quick legal U-turn right here and turn around, see how the turning radius is. Make sure we don't freak anybody out because they're coming out of this parking lot. There we go. And we'll get back out on the road here. If you're late, you can just do that. And believe it or not, I was just above half throttle doing that. Did it feel like it, Austin?
No.
That felt like full throttle, didn't it? Well, it wasn't. We're not going to go full throttle. But a very practical car. Comfortable steering wheel. As I said, very precise steering to go with the comfort of the steering wheel. Great handling characteristics, but easy to learn and use technology. Everything is very easy to get to. I like that. We're going to make sure we don't run over any dogs that are on the side of the road right there because Austin pointed them out. And easy to see out of. I always like that, but keep in mind, you also have all of your great safety features. You have blind spot monitoring, all of those good things. And another question that I like to answer, I have a lot of headroom here. So I feel like somebody who's well over 6 feet tall could adjust things to their liking and be very comfortable here in the interior. But the same thing applies to maybe somebody who's not 6 feet tall, maybe about 5 feet tall. I had somebody ask about that one time, so I'm trying to talk about that too now in these videos. The steering wheel is power adjustable, tilt and telescopically adjustable. So if you're wondering about that, I did not mention that earlier in the video. Now you know. The control for that is here on the left-hand side of the steering column. So a question to be answered down in the comments section. What are your top 3 main points, the main boxes you want to check off when it comes to buying your next vehicle? And there it is, the 2025 Audi RS6 Avant Performance. Is it worth every penny? Tell me down in the comments section what your thoughts are. I do want to say a special thanks to our friends at Audi of Shreveport for loaning us this RS6 for the day so we could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. That's very helpful to us. Make sure to share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. If you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.